It's been far too long since we had a Ricky Pick'ems conversation. Rickety Pickets, Ricky Cricket. Rick Pitino, my favorite, is making headlines this week for a comment he made in passing about Dan Hurley and the UConn Huskies. There's an article that has been written for the Connecticut Insider by David Borges that includes quotes from both Dan Hurley and Rick Pitino. And they were both asked about the UConn St. John's rivalry. Both agreed that obviously having two great teams in the league is a very good thing. Dan Hurley made some quips about how he needs his brother in the Big East now that there's two Patinos there. And reminder, these two haven't exactly gotten along since Rick Pitino's been at St. John's and Dan Hurley's been winning national championships at UConn. There's been a feisty relationship, a lot of quotes that are seated in a little bit of animosity from both sides at times here. So I think it would be fair to call UConn and St. John's a rivalry right now. For what it's worth, Dan Hurley was asked about this, and he said in this article, quote, I think it's great for college basketball to get eyeballs. It's great for the Big East to be able to play a couple of the biggest games of the college season. It's UConn, and it's St. John's, and it's MSG. Really playing it up. It's one of the biggest games of the year. Then Rick Pitino was asked the same thing. This is what Rick said. Quote, it's a rivalry, but I don't think it's any more of a rivalry than Creighton, Marquette, Providence, or Villanova. That's all. Just another one. UConn fans didn't like this. This went viral. A lot of UConn fans are upset with the way Rick Pitino is framing this. They're nothing special to him. What are your thoughts on the way Rick Pitino is approaching this?
I mean, off-season Ricky Pickets is always special in my eyes. The Twitter, the switch to Nike, shout out to St. John's, by the way, on that. Or was it Adidas? I can't remember which one it was. I think it's Adidas. Getting a little bit of everything from him. But it's I, is he not lying? He's got, or at least maybe not telling the full truth. Lying might be a little bit too far, but is the full truth being told here? Because the schools that he put out there saying that it's not unlike any other game. I just feel like that's not the case. Like UConn is the best, is the not the defending, but they won back-to-back national championships. Dan Hurley is probably the best coach in the sport. Outside of last year, they have ran the Big East. I mean, I don't think it's fair to say that they're not that it's just any other game.
This video is brought to you by NBA 2K Labs or maybe college football labs because the people behind 2K Labs have just built something awesome. CFBLabs.com has everything you need to play college football 26 even better. Cart, you've been playing the game, right?
I have been, but I'm behind the eight ball, Gregory. There's a lot of people out there who got a little bit of edge on me, but the good folks over at 2K Labs got me covered. They got the playbooks I need, the plays, the head-to-head coaches, knowing some teams. Obviously, way too many college football teams. I need the inside edge here, and they got all different types of things to help me get that edge.
Yeah, I jumped in and started playing Road to Glory over the weekend, and I ended up like a two-star recruit that did not get one snap in season one because I chose the wrong school with the wrong roster that was way too loaded. Had I known that CFBLabs.com exists, I would have made a much more wise decision in my Road to Glory mode. They've got teams, playbooks, coaches, team comparison tools. You can literally see every single play in the game, every player in the game, their rating, what they're good at, all in one consolidated place online to help you make the right choices and win more games in college football 26. CFBLabs.com. Go check it out. Yeah, I mean, no more than Providence.
That's crazy. It's way more than Providence. I'm sorry. Shout out to Kim English and the dunk or whatever they call it. But come on.
That's where you lose me a little bit, right? So yeah, I have two thoughts on this. I think Rick Pitino clearly is a master at what he's trying to do. His approach is that he's just going to sort of throw a little shade and downplay any sort of thing like this. That's fine. It got, I think, the job done. Mission accomplished. I don't know. There are stories being written about this. We're doing a video about it. Now we're talking about how Rick Pitino disrespected UConn in a little bit of a way. Also, I will be honest though, my reaction, and maybe this is just me here in stupid little old Midwest. I'm too stupid to know this, but I didn't know that UConn and St. John's was a rivalry. Did you know that?
That UConn and St. John's was a rivalry?
Yeah, like if this wasn't
No.
Dan Hurley and Rick Pitino, is it a rivalry?
I didn't think so, and I know we're probably gonna get torn apart for that, but I personally didn't see it as that. I
Like,
thought it was more so just given like Pitino-Hurley and like given what it is. I thought that was more so it.
yeah. In my head, it's just two great coaches that don't like each other. Two very good programs right now. But I'm not trying to pull a Rick Pitino because if he had just been like, I mean, we don't, I don't even know what he said because he said it's a rivalry. So he's saying opposite things of me. But I guess the problem I have with what Rick Pitino said is just, it's no more than Providence. Bullshit. Yes, it is. That don't compare
It is.
UConn to Providence right now. But I have no issue being like, yeah, I mean, it's just two great teams. It's not necessarily a rivalry. It's just me and Dan don't like each other, and these teams are very good right now.
Yeah, come on now. Let's not do that. There's no reason to downplay things.
Do you think this was just purely intentional from Rick Pitino, or do you think he really means this?
Yes. Greg, I ask you? I usually never do this. I'm gonna have to ask you never ever to ask me about Rick Pitino doing anything intentionally ever again. Everything he does is intentional.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Everything, everything. It's an automatic answer. There's no need to even ask that. He is an intentional human being and man. Everything he does is intentional. From
He
the
is a
tweets to everything, to fits, all of it.
he is a creature of intention, I guess. Okay, I have no issue with that then. So overall, we're giving a thumbs up to these comments from Rick Pitino.
I'll give a thumbs up to the comments.
Would you rather be on Dan Hurley or Rick Pitino's side?
Hurley, but that's for personal reasons.
What are the personal reasons?
As a high BMI individual, Rick Pitino's ability to fat shame his players really affected me mentally.
No, nothing to add. I'm sorry. We're gonna end the video.